People's Democratic Party has cautioned the Amehule faction of Rivers State Assembly to refrain from actions and statements that could disrupt peace and governance in the state. The party also urged the Inspector General of Police, Kayode, to safeguard democracy, peace and security in the state. The National Publicity Secretary, Debo Olugunaba, insisted that, according to the self-executory provisions of Section 109 Sub 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, the lawmakers were no longer part of the State House of Assembly. The national leadership of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for the upteenth time cautions the former members of the Rivers State House of Assembly who lost their seats upon defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress (APC) to desist from actions and utterances that are capable of disrupting peace and governance in the state. Meanwhile, the party counsels the former lawmakers to wake up to the reality that they are no longer members of Rivers State House of Assembly by the self-executory provisions of Section 109 Sub 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and as such cannot gather or issue any notice to the state governor in the capacity of members of Rivers State House of Assembly. The statement reads, "It is said that their action seeking to assume the power of the State House of Assembly was to cause a crisis, undermine and disrupt the democratic and constitutional order in the state. The party urged the residents to stay vigilant, adhere to the law, and collaborate to ensure ongoing stability, peace, and delivery of democratic benefits." Now, appeal court dismisses case against Tinubu, Fubara, Pro-Wike lawmakers. An appeal court sitting in Port Harcourt has dismissed an appeal filed by an elder statesman in the Niger Delta, Anaps Sarigbe, and 9 others against the judgment of Rivers State High Court presided over by Justice Chiwendu Nwogu. The State High Court had in January dismissed the suit brought before it by the lawmaker representing Boni constituency in the State House of Assembly, Victor Jumbo, alongside Senator Bennett Birabi, Senator Andrew Uchendu, Chief Anaps Sarigbe, Rear Admiral O.P. Fingesi, and Q. Briggs and Emmanuel Dema for lack of jurisdiction to hear the matter. The appellant had approached the High Court seeking interpretation of the Nigerian Constitution, whether President Ahmed Tinubu had the legal right to direct the governor to represent the 2024 budget to 25 Pro-Wike lawmakers led by Amehule even after their seats were declared vacant. The appellant had also urged the High Court to restrain the state governor, Similaye Fubara, from representing the 2024 budget before the Martin Amehule-led lawmakers, among other prayers. Delivering judgment, the 3-man panel of the appeal court, led by Justice Elfreda Oluwayamisi Daudu, on Friday struck out the appeal, affirming the earlier decision of the State High Court, describing the litigation as an academic exercise. Rivers State Governor Similaye Fubara on Wednesday said his administration has started the process of preparing the 2025 budget. The governor also dismissed the threat by Martin Amehule-led faction of the State House of Assembly that he should present the 2024 budget again, saying that having defected to the All Progressive Congress (APC) from the People's Democratic Party's platform on which they got elected, their seats remain vacant. Fubara said this when he received on a solidarity visit the leadership structure, critical stakeholders, opinion leaders, women and youth of Eche and Omuma local government area led by Obako Eche, the apex sociocultural organization of Eche ethnic nationality worldwide, at the Government House, Port Harcourt. In a statement issued by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Nelson Chukwudi, and sent to newsmen, the Governor described the recent ranting of the Amehule faction as noise-making from delusional folks. He urged the 25 former lawmakers to wake up from their slumber, adding that the ship of governance in the state was sailing smoothly. The lawmakers loyal to the former governor and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, had been having issues with Fubara over the political control of the state after an unsuccessful attempt to oust the governor, resulting in the demolition of the assembly quarters. The lawmakers announced their defections to the APC, a move the state PDP latched on to declare their seats vacant. A Rivers State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt, the state capital, granted an interim injunction restraining the Pro-Wike lawmakers from parading themselves as legislators in the state. However, the Court of Appeal in Abuja on July 4th affirmed Amehule and 24 other lawmakers as members of Rivers State House of Assembly. Holding a session at the State Legislative Quarter on Monday, the court reinstated lawmakers asked Fubara to represent the 2024 budget to the Assembly and give him a one-week ultimatum. The government, in a swift move, approached the court to restrain the state chief judge and others from recognizing the Amehule-led assembly, while it also appealed the judgment of the appeal court at the Supreme Court. Now, for closing the idea of presenting the 2024 budget again, Fubara said his administration had commenced preparing details of the 2025 appropriation bill with priority placed on education, healthcare and agriculture. Let me assure you that agriculture is an area that we have promised the very special and peace-loving people of Rivers State that our 2025 budget, which we have already started preparing, will address. Don't bother about those people that are delusional. They think we are still sleeping. Let me tell you people so that they can hear anywhere they are. I wanted to help them sincerely because I know them, and I've said it before. These are people that I have helped. I paid their children's school fees, I paid their house rent, so I wanted to help them. We all knew what happened when they crossed, stroke defected, and how they crossed. Because of our God, for them to make that mistake, they crossed. They are gone and they are gone. Now, let me tell you, when I wanted to help them, I accepted to help them because we are all one. We disagreed to agree. As it is said, this is the governor still speaking. He added, they thought that they were smart. What is holding them is the declaration of their seats vacant as done on December 13, 2023. We are not doing any budget to nullify that decision. It is what will send them to their village. As I am talking to you, I have started preparing my budget for 2025, which I am going to present very soon. And in that budget, my key areas will be education, healthcare, and agriculture. Fubara said the three priority areas would ensure that even if more roads were constructed, emphasis will be placed on quality healthcare services for the states. Our children need to go to quality schools even if they can't go to private schools. Let them go to public ones that have standards. Go to good health facilities owned by government and get standard healthcare services. Even if we cannot afford those private hospitals, when you go to the public ones, you can get the same services with qualified professionals. That is our thinking. He reiterated that he was fighting nobody as insinuated, adding that being loyal did not mean losing one's liberty, sense of discretion, and doing what was right. I want to assure you of one thing. We are not fighting anybody. We appreciate what God has used people to also do in our lives. But we are not going to rule or govern the state on our bent knees. We will rule standing this way. I am standing. If it is only being on our knees to rule, that is the way that will see us as being loyal, then I will pack my few things that I have here and go and relax in my house comfortably, because it will be a disaster to not just me, but to everyone in the state and even my generation. So I'll continue to stand tall and stand on the side of truth. Let me thank the President General of Obako Eche for bringing your people, the great people of Eche and Omuma, together to come and pay us a solidarity visit. He said, Fubara urged the people of Eche Nation to sustain their support for his administration because his vision was clear and encompassing to advance the well-being of Rivers State. He promised to work with the Nigerian police to resolve the issues of herdsmen attack on farmlands and farmers in the area, including the issue of illegal dredging activities. The Oyinsi Eche, Eze Emmanuel Oporom, promised the support of the Eche and Omuma people to Fubara to ensure his administration succeeded. Now, a federal high court in Abuja has refused to shut down all expenditures of Governor Similaye Fubara of Rivers State, pending the hearing and determination of the substantive suit filed by Martins Amehule-led Rivers State Assembly. Justice Emeka Nwite, in a ruling on the motion ex parte marked FHC Abuja CS 984 2024 and moved by Sebastian Honorable S.A. and rather ordered the plaintiff to put all the defendants in the suit on notice. Justice Nwite, however, granted another motion ex parte by the plaintiff to serve the 5th to 10th defendants with the originating processes and other applications in the matter by substantive means. The judge, in his words, declared that the leave is hereby granted to the plaintiffs/applicants to serve to the 5th to 10th defendants respondents with the plaintiff's application and originating processes and any other processes filed or issued in the suit by substantive means, to it by publishing same in the nation's newspaper.